Marcus didn't wake anyone. He just sat there, staring at the faint indentations in the dirt. Bare feet. Human. 5 toes. Deep enough to be recent, no debris in them. No sign of wear from time. They were impossibly clean. By the time the others stirred, he had half convinced himself he imagined it. But when Chris unzipped his tent and stretched, Marcus snapped, "Look at this." Jules crouched down beside the prince. Barefoot. No way. Who would walk out here without shoes? Donnie stared at the trail that circled the tents. No animal does this. Maybe someone's screwing with us. Nate offered, though his usual grin was gone. Some backwoods prank. Chris was already setting up his camera, tracing the path with a slow pan. Whatever it is, we're keeping it on record. They packed up in tense silence. No jokes this time. Even the forest felt different, more still, like it was waiting. By mid-morning, they were back on the trail, deeper into the loop. Jules kept glancing behind them. Donnie stayed at the front, faster than usual. Chris filmed less. Everyone felt it. The bird calls had vanished. At 11 a.m., they hit a fork. Donnie didn't remember. There should have only been one path. The map was useless, just blank green and elevation lines. The new path dipped left and wound downhill toward thicker forest. It looked wrong. "We stay on the main trail," Donnie said firmly. They turned right. An hour later, they found themselves back at the same fork. "I know we didn't turn wrong," Donnie said, voice clipped. Chris pulled out his compass. Guys." The needle spun. "Broken?" Marcus asked. "No, this is new." They tried again. This time, the trail looped back faster. Trees they'd passed 20 minutes ago reappeared in less than 5. Nate checked his phone still. No signal, but the clock had frozen at 2:17 p.m. That's when Chris's GoPro picked up a signal. Faint static turned into a garbled voice, then clear as glass. "Day 3. You belong to the woods now." They all stopped. No one spoke. Jules broke the silence. That wasn't a radio. That was a warning. The air was colder now. Sunlight filtered through in narrow bands, but there was no warmth. Trees leaned closer, or maybe they always had. By late afternoon, the trail opened to a small meadow. In the center stood a twisted pine, dead and black, but somehow upright. Hanging from it, a strip of red flannel. Nate froze. "I had a shirt like that, in my pack." He tore it off the branch. It was his. Same tear on the sleeve. Same embroidered initials, and Before he could finish, something rustled in the woods. Fast. Heavy. They spun. "Nothing. Set up camp here, before it gets dark," Donnie said. She didn't even check the time. They worked quickly. Tents. Fire. Jules stacked more rocks. That night, no one joked. They sat shoulder to shoulder. Chris filmed, but said nothing. At 11:43 p.m., footsteps. Running. Circling. Nate grabbed a flashlight, threw open his tent, and burst into the clearing. "Show yourself." Silence. He panned the light in slow arcs. Nothing. Jules held Chris's hand. "It's not playing with us. It's learning us." At midnight, the camera captured something, a frame-by-frame review. The next morning showed a figure behind Marcus. 2 tall eyes like fog.